All right, quest. So my next quest is collect small black stones, and I'll get extra gold while I do it. You know what? I think that is my priority right now. Let's do it. The Sunset Castle King told me what happened. I believe that since the stone was broken, the stone fragments must still be around. Monsters in the forest might be carrying some of them. The little stones glow at night, and they probably picked them up. You should go to the ancient jungle to investigate. I heard that place is a bit dangerous. Paladin, we've been there. I'm sure you're good enough to handle this task. I like how the ancient jungle is right beside default village because, again, we have a shit DM.
Hello, other Ash in the chat.
Filthy other Ash. Imposter Ash. Impastor.
Good.
Good stream. Alright, so we're on a bit of a grindy quest. So focus is back on the chat for now. How's it going, chat? Are you having a good day? Are you enjoying the stream? Is the stream becoming a massive rice?
It's turning into a massacre.
Life-giving water, nectar of the gods.
What a geek.
I had Boom Boon selected. I was expecting him to say it, but then Nitron said it. I panicked and temp banned Boon Boon. Alright, Boom Boon, you're allowed to say the forbidden word once when you come back as consolation. You have my word. This chat's a shit show and I love it. It's going great! Permaban him for lying!
Oh yeah, it's that vote today.
Oh yeah, it's the Brexit vote. Are you voting?
I already did.
Oh, what do you vote?
Not saying, because then people will shout either way, so it doesn't matter. People on the internet get angry.
Yeah. I don't know, our fan base is pretty understanding about that shit. Cause like, I always talk about political stuff and they're really cool about it, like no matter what my opinion is. It's mostly just cause I try and stay very reasonable, like I always like, say like I've got a reason for thinking it and I explain it and like, I don't get mad at people for having a different opinion. Cause no one can see into the future, we can predict shit and maybe some of it's more accurate than other shit, but no one can know 100% for sure. I can understand skepticism.
I'm mostly worried the What Geek will dox me.
Yeah, What a Geek is gonna dox you.
Like, he's prone to that.
If I were living in the UK and I would vote leave.
Yes, that I did, yes.
You voted leave? Yeah, that's what I figured. I don't know, it's just, a lot of the arguments I'm hearing from, like, a lot of what I'm hearing from the stay camp is kind of just, like, they don't seem to ever address the arguments that the leave camp is actually making. And because there are like all these unaddressed problems to worry about, it kind of makes you think they're avoiding it because they know, yeah, they don't have a way of explaining that will in fact get worse. I like, it's funny because like all the spokespeople you always see for Remain, they're always like, this is gonna cost households more money. And analysts are saying it's gonna cost every household like 15 extra pounds a year. Oh no. And then like, they always say like, this is gonna make the working class so poor. And it's only billionaires who are supporting it who say it. They never get the fucking opinion of the actual working class.
Yeah.
And me being working class, technically for my country, well, actually I'm below working class, but me having financial issues and being poor basically my entire life. I've spent more than half my life under the poverty line here in Canada. My sympathies tend to lie with the most impoverished of society. I don't say give them free shit. I'm saying make sure you always have a way of picking them up if they fall down. Allow them to get back on their feet, Make sure there is a safety net to make sure they're never just doomed. they can work their way up from there as long as you can get them back on their feet. That's what I believe. And I don't like the EU. It's undemocratic. I like the idea, I don't like the execution. It seems silly to me that the EU can make rules that all of the agreed upon nations in the European Union have to abide by, and the leaders of the EU nations get to vote on, but the people of the EU nations have no say in it at all. Their vote has nothing to do with the EU. So rules will get applied to them that they have no power over, and that seems undemocratic to me. So I can understand a lot of the arguments for people who are voting Remain. I do think that there's definitely validity on both sides, but if I were in the UK, I think I would vote Leave.
I've just, I don't know if you noticed, but I timed out the doors 7 times.
Why?
Because I felt like it. He said the banned word.
You can't say the banned... And of course, every single time a staff member has to come in, they're probably just like, what the fuck is going on? We've got a running gag with the chat where if you say the forbidden word, which everyone knows what it is, you get temp banned for 10 minutes, but there's no actual permanent punishment, and they're gone! I love it. Half the staff is like afraid of me. They're like, oh god, it's the fucking weird guy stream. And then half the staff love me.
It's okay. Hopefully the timeouts don't stack. I'm pretty sure they don't. They just reset.
They don't, no. You know what, that's probably why staff show up so often. They probably see like a billion timeout reports coming from this engine. They're like, what the fuck is going on over there? Good job! Let's hope we can track that mage based on what these stones can show us. What, is he gonna zoom in and out like those TV shows and find out who did this? Ha! No, this is a fantasy world, different from the TV world. Focus, please. The Elder checked the stones, but didn't succeed in discovering anything like he thought he would. I'm sorry, I cannot track the mage with these stones. You should try something different. Maybe you'll find clues out there. You should go to Journey Village. You might find some info there. Quest done. That was a waste of my time. And I got a toothpaste tube. What?
Evie wants to know if the movethatdick.com should go to this page or the YouTube page.
YouTube.
I am in the part of the UK that is in the UK.
That's the part of the UK that you're in. Correct. Yep. Right on, head on. Real big of you to tell everybody your exact address, which is UK. You do in fact live in Ook.
I just have to do this. There we go.
That's a lot of timeouts on one dude. Sorry, Gypsy, what's this fuck? You've been super timed out.
I exist in the rift between kingdoms. There we go.
You have a house literally on the border of England and Wales.
Totally.
You are a sheep.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up, sheeple. The telltale sign of someone being a fucking idiot. Saying wake up, sheeple. There we go. I want to buy some new items. Where's the merchant? You checked his tent, but could not find him. Perhaps you should ask the blacksmith where the merchant is. Hey, blacksmith, have you seen the merchant around? I love it because this town doesn't have a fucking blacksmith. The last time I saw him, said he was going to the Den of Devil to gather some crafting materials. But that was 2 days ago. Maybe he got trapped there. Oh no! Don't worry, we're going to find out now. Let's go to the Den of Devil. Yeah, I think there's like a side boss I can do here. I probably should.
So
I've got to find a bunch of enemies.
Other Ash says, I exist between the U and the K. Perfect.
The United Super Effector Kingdom. Is that what you're gonna call your channel? Is that what you're gonna call your fans, your peasants?
Yes.
You know, for branding purposes, you always gotta call them something. Technically, mine are called my flock, but I just never say it, because I forget.
Juicine is just like, wake up, sheepies!
You're a shit farmer. I hope you feel sorry for your... God, no, I just want to say the quote. Goddamn, I've been saying it too much. I can't do it.
Riker says he wants to see a sheep say, "Wake up, Hugh Meeps."
That's what sheep say. Didn't you know that sheeps are giant conspiracy theorists?
No, Sophia. The answer is no.
What's the question?
Apparently, Sophia asks, hey Ash, can I suck your bag of dicks if I pay you $20? No. Because that's like £12.
You would have to cut off your dick and put it in a bag and then regrow it a few times and put those in so it can be plural. Just for her to pay you to suck them. That seems like a waste of your money.
Gypsy says, wait, so is movethatdick.com a flying yet?
Is it a what yet?
Gypsy was supposed to say thing, but it was feeling.
Oh, I thought you said flying, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on in the chat? Oh, we're at 58 viewers right now. Not bad. I didn't think so many people would enjoy Knights of Pen and Paper. Oh, King Slime. Alright, this guy shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, I got this. There we go. Yeah, he's like half dead already. I should be a lot more liberal with my use of spells now that I've got a natural mana regen on every character, although it's very low.
So, you have to tell the chat, you have to explain. Okay, because this is very confusing. How can you spell if you can't read?
I'll come up with a way to explain that later. Trust me. I will.
Damn it, what a geek.
You did it! Now I can get back to work. Thanks! That was the whole quest. While we're here, I might as well do some quests here. Okay, I want to learn... Fuck it, I just want to keep powering up Fireball. It's really good.
Sophia thinks she's going insane. I'd have to agree.
Alright, let's get some grindstone while we're here so we can power up the blacksmith. Because we definitely need to upgrade our weapons.
The way you said that sounded like the blacksmith is a robot.
We need to power up the blacksmith. Blacksmith online. Mechanismith next on Fox. So what quests do we have in here? Oh, we've got some, like, grindy quests in here for slaying monsters. Let's just get that out of the way now. It seems you've been having too much fun. I'm gonna spawn these monsters and make them attack you so I can have fun too, says the DM. Okay, that's his excuse for spawning a bunch of monsters for us to fight. Dickhead DM. Ooh, Life Drain is actually okay against horde weak monsters like this. You know what? Meteor is probably a good spell here. Yep, Meteor is a very good spell here. I get a kick out of how in Final Fantasy IV, Meteor is such a powerful spell that it kills the guy using it. And in this game, you can learn it at level 1 with your mage. Because that's how good of a DM we have.
Good.
Tell MDB that you spell by using what is neither Kami nor Piccolo now. I almost forgot about that. Looks like you need to... you'll need something better to stop us now, huh? Don't worry, evil laugh. Quest done. Alright, let's finish up these grindy quests here and get some experience out of it. Oh, next quest is Escort. Look at... Oh... That was one of those quests where I got to pick the difficulty of it, but I can't go back and take another version of it. Damn, I should have done the level 9 version then. Escort something for a chance to gain equipment. Enemies will attack during the travel. Sure. Suddenly, you start to hear strange sounds. What's happening? I'm doing a perception check. Let me do it. Rolls perception check. Oh, nice. 20. You hear the sound of a crying child. Yay, let's find the room where it's coming from. Sob. Sad face. God. Hey kid, didn't we see you at Default Village a while ago? Yes, I want my mom. I want to go home. Why is that kid's head so big? Okay, we're gonna take you back to her. Let's stay close to us. Let's go. Sorry, my witch is having a stroke. Oh, gotta protect the kid from some rats. Oh no, these are quests I should have done a while ago.
Not the rats.
That was a level 3 quest? Really? Don't get lost again, I won't, I promise. You're so brave! Wow, that was not a level 3 quest. Well, I got an item that gives, 1 threat, so I guess I'll put that on my paladin, just increase the chance that he'll get attacked.
Negate Forgotten misses Flash Trash. But Flash Trash literally came out, like,
I've had an episode of Flash Trash every single week for a month now. Actually, we don't have an episode of Flash Trash recorded for this weekend, but Brandon and I can probably get one recorded before the weekend. Let me check the map here. Okay, so the Den of Devil is 100% completed right now. I know the Goblin Hideout has a quest to unlock someone at some point. Another class. I think it's Berserker class, which is fun, but I don't think I really want it with this team. I don't remember how to get the Hunter class, though, and I want that one really badly, because I remember reading that it was really nice at crowd control. I think you might get it in the Ancient Jungle. Let's go do some questing in the jungle.
Nah.
Deliver glowstone, slay quest. Okay, it's just slay and deliver. Okay, let's do slay cobs. Are you prepared for my minions? Attack! Bring it on. Okay, so it's a side quest where we get 50% more experience. Just need to kill enough cobs. Alright, we can do that. We've killed some of these guys in the past. And now we got mana regen, so I can play it a bit safer. Throw spells around a lot. The flock was from WCW. Yep, that's what it's a reference to. Then, because my show has a bird motif on some of the old promotionals of it, hardly does anymore, but used to have kind of a bird motif thing, because the idea is, you know, birds of a feather flock together. And we've got a really tight-knit community. I think it's cool. No one ever comments on it, though, because I'm really bad at promoting it.
Birds of a feather flock to fluff. Oh.
Remember that time you were funny? I don't.
No, I don't either.
No. It's because you're not. The sad but truth.
Good.
Forgotten Ape says, playing Dungeons & Dragons isn't like LARPing, so accuracy shouldn't be too strict, I think. Yeah, I agree. MDB should play Chroma Squad. I've played a tiny bit of it and it was cool, but I need to play more.
You know, Juicine has a point. If you call your fan base the flock, then your fans should be called sheeple.
I don't think you call sheep a flock. Isn't it a herd of sheep?
I thought it was a flock of sheep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Really?
Let me double check.
Someone confirm.
Yeah, it's like the third result. Flock of sheep.
Weird. Okay. Well, I guess you're a bunch of sheeple then. What's it like? Lydia says, bah. Fuck.
Other Ash asks me how it feels to be as stupid as Brandon or Godfrey. Well, Other Ash, how does it feel to be as stupid as the one person that you've named twice?
That was a reference to last night when, oh god, who was it? It was Forbidden Name 27, he was talking about a really old stream he saw that he was referencing, and he said, and either Brandon or Godfrey, I don't remember which, said, and then he's gonna, and I was like, you literally just said his first name and then his last name. And then later he's like, it's 4 a.m., bite me. Alright, there we go, extra experience. Boom, leveled up. That was worth doing. Deliver glowstone. Deliver an item, gain a chance to gain items. Enemies will attack during travel. Okay. See a shiny object inside of the tree hole. As you get near the object, it glows even more. Okay, travel to default village. Fine. I need to go back there anyway. At least it gives me a quest on the way back. Ah, it's just a bunch of rats.
It's great, because other Ash can take the fall for all of my mistakes, because he has the same name as me.
Exactly! You're actually identical. He's your twin. But which one's the evil twin and which one's the good twin? We'll never know.
Who said there was a good twin?
The evil twin and the really evil twin.
I like how Ash Styles is just all caps. Yeah! Super effective. How does it feel to be as stupid as Brandon and Godfrey?
Hey Mo, here's another fucking stupid question. How big is it? Are you talking about my dick? Because if you're not, I'm gonna need some clarification.
Well, how big is it?
Can I stop streaming in the middle of the night for you? No, because you're in Sweden. Sweden only has nighttime. So...
Gypsy says you're the evil twin because you killed Whisper, which I don't know if that makes you evil.
That's true, it does make me evil. As the comment section on YouTube will tell me. You know, I still get comments almost every single week. Trying to argue that I'm a horrible person for killing Whisper in the arena. It's awesome because they'll always start with something really douchey by saying something like, your logic is flawed, enter, enter, and then they just say a bunch of like weird off-topic shit. It's amazing.
Your logic is flawed, enter, enter. You're also the son of Hitler.
And then like and whenever I converse with them and I explain my rationale behind it, they always just say, I'm gonna stop talking to you, because clearly you're not listening to me, you're never gonna be persuaded. And I'm like, all I can say is like, I explained my side of it, you got things factually wrong. We had a disagreement on this thing, you got something factually wrong, I corrected you on it, and then you said I'm never gonna listen to you? No, dude, you're the one who won't listen to me!
So, Gypsy says she should put a change.org petition to make Mo say how big his dick is. I don't know if that's worthy of...
Unfortunately, change.org does literally nothing, so I don't know if it's gonna work. So I know they wanted me to go to Journey Village. It's kind of the next area I want to go to anyway, but let's do this Satchel of Gems quest first. You deliver this to Sunset Castle, you might know what to do with it. Yeah, sure.
Apparently there's actually a part of Sweden where there's night during all of winter.
All of Sweden, it's night all of the time.
There's a part of winter where there's night all of the Sweden. What?
That's correct. Can't prove otherwise. About to go post a comment on MDB's newest video. I think my newest video would be the I'm streaming video for today. But not if you're counting proper videos. God, I need to go all the way back to default village again. If you're counting only like the proper videos, then my newest video I think is a Resident Evil 4 episode. The one with the giant statue. You're back, thanks for the help. It was kind of easy. Spent the last couple of good gold traveling and that's all. Yeah, that was really easy. Breezing through these quests. Alright, yeah, let's just travel to Journey Village now. So many suplexes. Alright, it's a suplex party episode. I think I did like 8 suplexes in a row. It was really fun. Hi, blacksmith. Have my grindstones. Yay, you leveled and did a shitty little dance. Oh, this'll add lifesteal to my paladin if I give him it. That's really good. Bonus to magic. MP regen on my cleric, though. I want that. This'll give mana steal. Oh, there's a lot of shit I want.
Ash Styles was just saying in the chat, is there a part of Sweden where it's neither kami nor pickle?
That's all of it. 40% chance of success? Oh, that sucks. Not until I get... I'm gonna save my money on those upgrades till I get an item that increases my success chance on that. Let me just look through for those. 'Cause I know there's an item for it, and I don't remember what level you can buy it at, but it's worth getting.
Apparently a group of ravens is called a conspiracy.
I remember hearing about that. Ooh, Molten Ring lowers blacksmith cost. That's really good.
There's also a murder of crows.
Yep.
Because people couldn't be more morbid.
Yep.
I just like that saying, a conspiracy of ravens. What does that even mean?
What does it all mean, I wonder? Sorry, I just really hate the ending of, what's it called? Assassin's Creed. The first Assassin's Creed game, spoiler alert, it literally ends. It literally ends with the character looking at a bunch of writing on a wall and saying, "What does it all mean, I wonder?" Flash to credits. Oh, so shit. What a bad ending.
See, the writing is kind of creepy when you look up at the ceiling and it's all on the ceiling too. Like, you have to wonder how it got there, but then he's just like, what does it mean, I wonder?
And it's like such a bad line read and everything. Oh god. Hello, traveler, will you help us on a task? It's quite easy. All you need to do is battle a few monsters. Sure, why not? Side quest! Alright, what monsters do we need to battle? Giant bugs? Okay. God, I really want to upgrade my gear. It's just, I want better crafting chance before I do that, because it's a lot of money to attempt. We can kind of bash our way through this fight, I think. Oh, no, I should be using some magic, right? Because I can so safely do it.
Sophia's just like, this DM is sexist and racist. Those green robe people are clearly Muslims.
Fuck. What about having... Even if they were, what about having them in the game would make them sexist and racist? You can't win! You can't win with Tumblr! Alright, I got another ooze item, which is really, really useful. It gives regen. I think I want to give this one to the cleric. Yeah.
MDB, what would happen if people organized and multiple people spelt the forbidden word out letter by letter? Well, they'd all die.
Yep.
And be timed out.
Yep. One then the other. In what order, I'm not confident enough to say.
Kaipon, I don't know if you have. Have you said that you love me again lately? Probably not.
Because she doesn't. Kaipon, we know your secrets. It's okay, you can come out with it.
Juicina says the patriarchy makes it racist.
I get a kick out of how there are some people in this world who genuinely believe that North America in general is a patriarchy. It is the most ridiculous thing to me that someone can genuinely, unironically believe that. It's so fucking goofy. You know, here in Canada, we've already had female prime ministers. If the leader of our country, like, if routinely women have run and done just fine compared to the men, how can it possibly be a patriarchy? And then people are like, well, in the States, they haven't had a female president. So what? That doesn't mean it's impossible. You just now got a black one. That didn't mean that it was a white triarchy before that. Whatever the fuck name you want to give it.
Yeah, you see, it's a patriarchy because those people that were voted in to be the president.
It's a patriarchy because people's choices didn't line up with what these particular few people wanted their choices to be. We should just get rid of the democratic process and force it to only be women.
I mean, it's almost like your one vote doesn't stack up against the millions of other votes that weren't that vote you made.
It's almost as if your ideology is wildly unpopular and you're oblivious to it. My favorite thing. And I don't like to, like, rag on feminism in general, because I don't like to rag on any, like, group name kind of thing, entirely because it means a billion different things to a billion different people. So, like, it's so wildly inconsistent, how can you rag on it? Because if it means something different to every single fucking person, then it is not possibly uniform enough to make fun of, I find. There are many people within it that you can definitely make fun of, but I would more so make fun of them as individual crazies, you know what I mean? But anyway, how is it there are so many people who conflate being a woman with being a feminist, when in the United States and Canada, the approval rating of feminism is so fucking low that I think it's like 30% of women in a poll when they're asked, are you feminist, said yes, 30%? That's a fucking terrible approval rating in your target gender.
No, it's even lower now. It's like...
Yeah, it's getting worse.
18.
It's getting
like
much worse.
In England, in the UK, I think it's like less than 15%.
Yep, it's getting real bad. I just don't know why you would ever associate yourself with a name like that. Like, talking about logic here. You know we can't have that. Good point, Sean. It's so silly. Why would you ever give yourself a descriptor like that? Because the way I look at it, like, it can only be a negative for you to call yourself an anything. It's an ideology, like, two things can occur from this. Either your opinions will get conflated with someone else's, or theirs will get conflated with yours. Let's say you call yourself... let's stick with this example. Let's say you call yourself a feminist. No matter what that means to you, who you are as a person, and how good or bad your actions may be deemed, people who don't know you will see that you call yourself a feminist, and they'll either have heard someone else that they love or hate who calls themselves a feminist, who said something that no chance that you agree or disagree with, and will assume that about you, or you'll say something, and that will then impact their opinion of other people who use the same name. If I were to say, I'm a liberal, and then you see a bunch of fucking idiots calling themselves liberals who are like, using hashtag kill all white men, people might think, because you're calling yourself a liberal, you're one of those fucking crazies. Why would you ever want to be associated with them? It's better to just make it as hard as possible to judge you outright. Force them to have to actually learn who you are and what your individual opinions are. Force them to look at you as an individual, and all of a sudden it's much harder for them to instantly disregard you. Never use names like, I'm right-wing, I'm left-wing, I am thisonist, I'm thatinist. Never do it. It never pays off. There's just no reason. Be an individual.
I think everyone in the chat and everyone here can agree that they're all meninists, those things that actually totally exist and are not made up at all.
I have only ever heard that term used by people railing against it. And because I've only ever seen people against it, I have no reason to believe it fucking exists.
It doesn't. It's literally made up as
I don't think it does. Exactly, but like there are people who genuinely seem to believe it's a thing. They're so out of touch with reality, it's crazy.
kind of funny, though.
It is pretty funny. Almighty weapon. I'm going to do that at some point. So the main quest here is sand rose. Collect sand roses. You look around and find something in the village. Roll. You spot a woman that has a certain sadness on her face. You try talking with her to see what's going on. Hey, woman, could you tell us what happened? You look sad. Hello, adventurer. It is my Borthrer. He was killed a while ago. There was a mage that everyone says is trying to perform a forbidden ritual. It looks like this is part of the ritual. Anyway, he loved those sand roses that are spread all over the Sands of Time desert. And I can't really gather them because it's too dangerous. I believe we can do that for you. Let's go to the Sands of Time desert.
So we're now all meminists, because memes.
Oh. Oh. Oh, I get it. Maymays.
Avarash says that he's a Styles Clash.
That's a wrestling reference.
Avalon needs to die.
Oh. Perma-killed. That's what I say whenever I murder people in real life. So I think now's a good time to switch game.
I just say I put people on hypersleep.
I enjoy this game quite a bit, but I think we can only do it in smallish spurts. So now's a good time to end this game. Stay tuned though, we're gonna be switching game.
Stay tuned, fish.
You're fired.
Good.